Welcome to a brand new episode of Lunch with Doug Plus, a unique and fun experience brought to you by the Music Exerbia Project. We are here today thanks to the generous support of our esteemed sponsors. John's Barbershop, located at 121 West Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Walk-ins only, no appointment needed. The American Legion Post No. 2, located at 402 East Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri, newly remodeled with a clean, fresh look. Hello, folks. Welcome to the show. Today, I am with Stephanie Mosher and Deanna Ness. They are a powerful couple of ladies who are, I don't know, I probably two of the most respected businesswomen I know. How about that for you guys? Yeah, am I laying it on thick? No.
You're laying it on pretty thick, but I think we're used to that.
I mean it. So it's not sarcasm. You guys are, you're doing wonderful, awesome things up there on your neck of the woods, and I guess it's been a real treat to get to get to know you guys better and get to be involved in this project we're working on, this concert coming up in September 11th. Are you excited?
We are very excited about it. This is something that has never been put on before. So we're excited to get, I know Bailey, which is our marketing girl, she has been working super hard to get tons and upon tons of vendors here at this event. Lots of the vendors are ones that we haven't even seen before. So if you know about our second Thursdays, think second Thursday, but on a much larger scale.
Yeah, very exciting. So I guess for the new viewer that doesn't know anything about any of us, I guess second Thursday is the event that we're going to be enhancing on the September 11th. Adding some music and stuff, but I guess let's go back to the origin. How did Second Thursday get started?
So Second Thursday was actually originally created by Beth when Beth owned the store, and I think it was just an opportunity to provide local craftsmen and local bakers an opportunity to get their product out there. Which is very important because there's so many people within this community that are just very talented, and they don't have a way to open up the possibility of getting their product out to people. So this was that opportunity to get their product out and for people to know who they were.
Yeah. And since you guys have been doing it, how long has it been happening now?
So we've been at it a little. Beth started it, about a year and a half now. And I mean, it was always very popular, but I feel like probably within the last, even within the last 2 months that every month it has just grown. Like we have more vendors that have been coming. We have lots of craftsmen, but lots of bakers too. Like if you don't come here and find something, it's really unusual because we have everything from people who do baked goods, breads, cookies, macaroons, which those are always very popular. And flowers, we have flowers, succulents, coffee. Everybody loves coffee of any type of flavor. So lots of jewelry, things. Yeah, jewelry. I mean, it's amazing the number of things that we just keep adding to. So like this month, I know we've got, there's a vendor that's doing pottery. So, and then we also have one that does cutting boards and lots of other resin type things. So just lots of amazing products here within our own local community.
I'm going to come back anytime. Some just make it once every few months or whatever.
Yeah. And then of course,
open door.
And then of course the food trucks. We're excited to have different food trucks all the time because it provides a different opportunity of a place for you to eat from. And so we always try to have at least 2 food trucks here. The barbecue ones are always very popular. We've had a couple of Mexican food trucks. Probably the favorite though, I have to say, is probably the loaded burgers, AF burgers. They're very popular. So they have been pretty much consistently with us every single month, just about. I think they missed one due to a prior commitment, but for the most part, they're here almost every single month.
Yeah.
So
I've totally ate theirs, and it is good. It's really
yeah,
good.
it's so good. If you can dream the burger, they probably have it for you.
Yeah, it was really really good. So yeah, it's a really cool event that's going on, and then of course I guess I've been involved in one before a while
Mhm.
back. I did some acoustic music at it, and
Yep.
it was really exciting. You know, I was like saying to myself, I wish I had more availability. I wish I could be involved in this more. Cleared up some time, so now we're gonna add some music this go round, and I'm very excited about that. But as we move into this, okay, September 11th, Thursday, September 11th, 2025. If you're a vendor and you're wanting to be involved in this, a food truck, say, tell us about how what they've got to do to get involved with you guys. How do they do that?
So typically, honestly, I will have to say that we have never had to go out actually seeking vendors. Most of the time, the vendors see what we have going on and they will contact us. So I will just simply say you could either call the store and ask to either speak with one of us, either myself, Deanna, or Bailey. That's one. You can definitely just send an email, or we've had a lot of people just kind of DM the page itself, our business page itself. And we really have not turned anyone away. I mean, a couple of months ago, we actually had a young girl, I think, what was she, sixth grade, seventh grade, sixth or seventh grade, brought a bunch of succulents that she had propagated herself, literally sold out in like an hour. So those are the types of things that we're excited about, because it's starting entrepreneurship in this younger generation and giving them an opportunity to get out there and make money. Now, with the music, adding it, I just feel like it's leveling up even more, because who doesn't like to sit and have a great meal and listen to music while they're doing it in a family friendly atmosphere? So it's one of those things where you can bring from very young to very old, and everybody's going to hear something, see something, have something to do. And that's the whole point of it, is that providing something for the community that they can come and enjoy and spend a great night with their family.
Yes, I love it. It's very exciting. So give me your email and your phone number, and tell them your Facebook tag too.
Okay, so the Facebook page is the Boutique Marketplace. That you can always find us on that. The email that you can reach us at is stephaniemosher12@gmail.com, or you can contact us at the store at 417-667-5759. I had to look at Deanna and go, am I saying that right? But yeah, 5759.
Now the cost to be a vendor, what's your cost structure to do that?
So our cost structure is typically $25 just for you to set up. You get to keep all of your sales. So, and I feel like that's really pretty good, because honestly, with this many people that we're expecting to come, you have a great potential to make some good cash flow. So, which is really great for the economy. It's great for the vendor. It's great for the people that are looking for unique items to find. I mean, it's exactly. It's 100% a win. Like you just can't not win at it.
Yeah, and if you want to stick around a little longer, you also have availability to have ongoing vendors inside your store. Is that correct?
We do. So we are actually at a point where we have a very full house. But if it's something that's really unique that I don't feel like we're offering just yet, and I feel like it fits in with us, then we have always been able to make a spot. That is one thing that we really try hard to do, is if somebody has something that is not being offered, we really do try to create a space for them, whether it be just a bookshelf or, we're kind of limited on like big booths right now, but we can definitely provide something smaller. Like if they have like jewelry or some other smaller products that we don't have actually in store, we work really hard to try to create a space for them.
Nice.
It's really important for us, I mean, as a small business, to support those other people trying to create a small business. That's important to us.
Yeah, definitely. Well, are doing a fantastic job of it. I mean, I've experienced a lot of new products from people that I know, but I didn't know that they did something, that they had, had a product. And I'm like, oh, that's your product. That's nice. So that's kind of cool.
And it's nice, especially with the pop-ups, to be able to put a name to the face or vice versa. You knew, like you said, there was a product that you had purchased, but you didn't know who it was. So, and it's nice to be able to have that.
Yeah. And they always have a lot of insight. You can get that, like the inside kind of information or inside track. It's just like the local honeys that a lot of people don't think about all the uses you can use honey for.
Absolutely.
And when you're talking to the person who has the bees and what, they have all this really great information and things that you're like, wow, I never even knew that.
Yeah, it's so cool. We had that conversation with her. Like when I first took over, I think it was in October or November when I had a conversation with her, and it was probably an hour-long conversation because I was just like, yeah, the bees came, you collect the honey from the hive, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, there's so much more that goes into it. I did not know that there was summer honey, fall honey, any of that, or spring honey. I had no idea that was a thing. And then after talking with her, I mean, just a wealth of knowledge to be able to set, or just a product like the new one that we have a new vendor that does like etching. So like the things that she has created with this etched machine, like she's able to do leather patches now. She's made very complicated little mementos for Father's Day. Of course she does cups, and she's even done pictures like a Polaroid or a picture that you have. She's been able to recreate it on a piece of wood. And I'm sitting there going, sometimes I don't know if I have a talented bone in my body, but these people that we have curated here are just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And
there's another vendor by the name, I think his name is Doug, that has stuff here as well. And he has like some really amazing records, like old stuff and new stuff combined. And he has this really great thing called a tap card that has like all of this music on it. And that's really cool too.
I know that guy.
You knew there was such a thing. Do you know him?
Neat. Yeah, he's a neat guy. He's a neat guy. Shame on that plug. I didn't even mention that I also
you
am a vendor.
You didn't, but we were talking about all these great vendors, and so I have to plug you too.
Well, hopefully I'll get my game together and restock before sometime. I noticed I was out of guitar strings the other day, so
yeah,
we need some of those.
But seriously though, who would have thought that would have been a thing that people could pick up here? I mean, that's the beauty of the marketplace. Like you could literally come in and buy guitar strings. Who would have known? So, yeah, well, shameless plug.
Yeah, shameless plug for the guitar accessories. Well, thanks for the commercial. I appreciate
Absolutely.
That. It's exciting. So let's see. What else do we need to touch base on about this wonderful event? I mean, we talked the other day about the headliner, Dennis Jameson's Left of Center is going to be our headlining act.
Yep.
And I had an interview with him that's going to be in rotation. So if we'll be seeing that, we'll hear more about Dennis and his illustrious music career, which is exciting.
And you might mention that you're not going to have just music here, like you have like across the street. You'll have like a little.
We will have some patio music at DQ.
Patio music earlier, so
at 11.
And it'll be a great day. So our event typically starts. The food trucks typically start at 11, and they will go till at least 7 o'clock that night. But we did have a couple of the food trucks say that if we need them here till 9, they'll stay till 9. So it's not like you will, unless they just absolutely sell out of food, which is not a bad thing. But unless they absolutely run out of food, you'll have food trucks clear up till 9 o'clock. I know a lot of the vendors said that they would set up from 2 to at least 7. Some of them have said they'll extend it a little bit longer. So yeah, we're so excited about it.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting.
Music. All these people are going to show up for that. So, they're all excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going pretty good. We got the Facebook page out. Cherry Street Fusion Fest is the event, and they're RSVPing like I want them to.
Which is
RSVP
really
early.
hard nowadays. It's hard to get
Yeah,
anybody to do an
yeah.
RSVP.
Yeah, I always want people to say they're going, and of course you can change your mind. It's not like we're
Oh
going to
yeah,
break your arm if
absolutely.
you have to change your mind.
Right,
But
right.
go
Doug's gonna
ahead.
hunt each of you down if
Get
you
on the
don't show up.
event page. Get on the event page. Say you're at least that you're interested, so it will remind you to pop up. But if you're thinking you're going to go ahead and click the going button, just so we have a. It helps us, or it helps me, but it helps you guys too. It helps us kind of have an idea of some, what kind of accommodations to be setting up for that stuff. So, but we're pretty close to. Last I checked, we were pretty close to the 100 mark of people interested, which is really
Yay!
a good thing. That kind of helps us know what kind of, because there's always more people that are interested that show up, and that's what we want. We want a big showing of people. But as we were talking, I think last week, you said that you're already getting in the neighborhood of like 200 people at these events throughout the day, which is fantastic.
Right. So we're thinking we're probably definitely going to surpass that this time, because anytime you add music or an event that's going to extend a little bit later, into the evening, you're going to have people come. So we have already talked with, the gentleman that owned the building. We've kind of prepped ahead. We do have lots of places for people to park. We'll of course have things marked off that day, so they'll know where to park, where not to park. But we're just really excited about all of it. The one thing I do want to address though is the name of this Cherry Street Fusion Fest. I mean, what a great name. And it's like, okay, well, we're on Cherry Street, and fusion is just a melting together of the music along with, again, I'm going to do another Doug shameless plug, but he had a great tagline for this. It says, where sound meets style and culture finds its rhythm. I mean, Doug really should do advertising. So, but it's just a great thing, because it really is. It's like music coming together with the style industry and with the craftsmanship and all of those things. So it's all of those great things being fused together into one great event. So no better way to describe it other than that.
Yeah, such a cool word, fusion.
Such a cool word.
And it's Fusion Fest, 2 Fs.
Fusion Fest.
And another cool thing that you'll get to see if you're not from Nevada and you've never been to town, there's that beautiful mural just across the street of the old train depot. It's a really nice backdrop to the whole event. While you're there ordering at your food truck, you're waiting on your food, you're enjoying this this mural that's also recently been updated. They spent a lot of money to redo that and make it the colors
to
bold
restore
and
it.
everything.
Yeah.
So it's
and that makes a great, like you said, it makes a great backdrop, but also that's a great place for you to take pictures. Like, I don't think people utilize that nearly enough. Like, we get we get to look at it every single day when we look at our storefront. And it really is, like you said, it's just history. And that's something that I think we often forget about is, where we came from and how much the city has grown. And I just feel like it's a great place to take pictures. I mean, that's what a lot of these older, towns are. It's just, the murals, the history, lots of things that you can definitely look up and just kind of dig into the richness of what you're surrounded by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was always also fascinated as a longtime resident. I was fascinated with just the property that you guys are at. And I remember as a kid when they actually closed down the street and made the building bigger. It was just a really huge kind of undertaking and kind of a really neat thing at the time. So it's like, it's like 2 blocks wide, this big property, and it's on the corner there of Austin and Osage, 2 big intersections, just a great focal point, great location to have commerce at. So when you guys moved in there, it was just so exciting. It's like, yes, this is awesome.
It was I mean I know it was really exciting for Beth and Deanna when they were able to secure it. And, it was one of those things when we all first started working on it, we never thought that we we would be able to fill it. And it is like full.
Yeah.
And that is just such a blessing, and shows just how good Nevada is about supporting their local businesses, because if it wasn't for them, we would not be able to be here and be able to continue. So that part is really exciting. And we finally actually measured it the other day. We had no idea how much square footage, but there is 8,000 square feet here. And we have filled every single nook and cranny of it. So yeah, that part was kind of exciting, because we've had people probably in the last month ask us multiple times, and we're like, we have no idea. So we finally measured it. So kind of a cool little thing.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah. I guess now you'll have to put more merchandise above that kind of hangs down or something, so they can reach up and get merch.
Yeah, I'm not sure the upper level would be very big. You may have to squat in order to look. But
the aerial merch will fly in.
There you go. There you
go. That's exciting. Well, eventually, you just I don't know. I guess you'll build a second story or something. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. You never know. Sky's the limit, right?
Exactly. Or well, I don't know if I should touch on it or not, but I heard some news about a second location. So that's exciting.
There is a second location. I've had several people ask me if that means that the Nevada location is closing. Absolutely not. This is where my heart is. It's where I got my start. So this will never go away. We were blessed with an opportunity, and it really came about very quickly. Very quickly. So yes, there will be a second location in Joplin. So
that is exciting. And that'll be nice, because people down there may have second booths, or people up here could have booths.
Yes.
I think it's going to open a lot of neat
it really will. And that was probably the biggest thing that I kept thinking, is that, the whole point whenever I would bring people in here is because I did want them to have exposure. And so they got great exposure here, but this just opens the door to allow even more of that. And so our goal and our hope is always for them to be able to expand themselves. So, and that's awesome to be able to provide them with that opportunity. And we just have really great vendors. We can't ask for more. We just have really great vendors who work really hard to make sure that they put out a great product for us. And so it's exciting to be able to bring that into Joplin. And not only that, but once they see us in Joplin, say, hey, if you like what we have here, go down to Nevada, because that store is a little bit bigger. And so it's just exciting to be able to have that ability to, expand and bring more people into Nevada.
I like it. I like that.
I know you like that.
That makes me happy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I don't want to keep you guys too long. I know you guys got stuff to do today. Is there anything I haven't touched on that you guys would like to share about the store or anything?
Well, in regards to the concert, I just might add that it is going to be outdoors. You do want to bring your lawn chairs, be prepared, to sit outside and listen to some really great music. Mm-hmm. When you get tired of sitting for a while, you can come in, look at all these different vendors that we've got lined up for you. Mm-hmm. A lot of different people that you haven't seen before from different areas are coming in. So yeah, it'll be a great time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And you got that nice little seating area inside too. You can take a break.
We do. We do have that nice little seating area. Yep. Place for you to cool down, a place for you to rest, a place for you to, if you need just a minute to kind of get away from everything else, obviously it's a great place to hang out. That is the gentleman's corner. The gentleman's and the kids' corner, and they all seem to love it. So
yeah, you can chill out there while your significant other is shopping.
Absolutely.
I love that concept. More stores should do that. That's great.
Yep.
Yeah. And I guess I'm asking you what else to add, but then I thought of something else. I was going to say too, like the vendors. I know that this is an exciting event, so like
me as a vendor, I'm going to be like excited that day. So I'm going to be like trying to, amp up my booth as much as possible.
Yes.
So I might have something a little more special than usual in there for sale. I don't know
Yay.
what,
Good.
and
Good.
I would assume the others will be, probably getting on board too on this. So
Yes.
it'll be an
Yes.
exciting day, or maybe they might have a special deal in their booth or something that day.
Well, I know some of the vendors are actually, sorry about that. I know some of the vendors are actually going to have a pop-up outside as well. So we have one vendor that does a few things, and then a couple of them will actually be coming to actually meet with people. So, which is really nice because it gives them the opportunity, and again, gives you the opportunity to put a face to the name and see who you're purchasing from. So a lot of these people don't understand when they come in here that they're probably purchasing from their neighbor, because it's like we have their business names here, but we don't really have like their their name. So it's kind of fun to be able to see them interact with their customer base. So that's really cool too.
Yeah, I think as a small business, when you're that, or really even like for me, instance, I like to even refer to myself as a micro business because I'm like smaller than small. I'm so tiny, and yeah, you've got some paperwork, you've got a name, you've got these things that go along with being in business. But when you don't have a storefront or you don't have a huge advertising budget, you're not like pounding down people's doors with your name and stuff.
Right.
So a lot of people are just they don't know that. It's just something that's it's just a formality sort of. And so yeah, I feel like once I got my booth in your store, it really did help. More people understood what the business idea was. It made a little more sense. Oh, okay.
Well,
we're seeing that name. We're getting what he's doing, and
and honestly, I mean, there's still some people that had never hadn't actually heard your music, like not just music that you play, but like music that you yourself wrote. So this gives them an opportunity. Hey, I know who Doug is, but what do I really know about Doug? And so you can, like the tap card, you can play the tap card and hear the music that you yourself created. And that to me is really kind of cool. Like I told you a couple of weeks ago, I watched that little documentary that you did. And there was a lot of things I didn't know. And I've known you for how long now? So it was really kind of interesting to be able to, again, be able to present that to the community that you live in. And if you don't really know Doug, like the music behind Doug, that gives you the opportunity to hear that. So.
Yeah, it's great. Or the music behind the bees, whatever the music is, right?
Yeah. They do make their own kind of music,
Yeah. Oh. Well, that's fantastic. Thanks. You've really buttered me up and made me feel great this morning.
No, I know. I mean,
wonderful.
You started it. Now it's a competition.
Yeah, who could? No, it's great. It's great. You guys are wonderful to work with, and I can see why the community loves your store so well. Everybody feels very welcomed and just really at home in your place there. So it's really great. So I guess let's give them the official address in case they don't know exactly where you are. Let's do that info.
All right. The official address is 500 East Cherry Street in Nevada, Missouri.
Boutique Marketplace. Or do you say boutique or boutique? How do I say that? What's the proper way?
Well, it depends on which one of us answers the phone.
Yeah. Potato kind of thing.
I say the boutique marketplace, but we all know I'm also a little bougie, so sometimes you'll hear somebody say the boutique marketplace. So, but however you want to call it, the boutique marketplace is perfect.
Yeah. I always say Missouri or Missouri, depending on the context of what I've said before it.
Yep.
I was like, well, I say it both ways.
Yeah, it's like the tomato or tomato, potato. You know how it is.
Yeah, for real. Well, great having you guys on the show, and we'll talk again soon. And in the meantime, go down, check them out, 500 East Cherry Street there on the corner of Osage and Austin in good old Nevada, Missouri.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.